%98.3% of all presentations opening with a statistic lead to a loss of interest in the speech's content. 98.3%. Shocking.
So the Excel Center, my presentation is on the Excel Center. It's the Center of Excellence in Student Leadership. They do a lot of things like they have a public speaking lab, and they
Now I'm going to talk about the different fields and careers within these different areas of the marketing industry. First of all, everybody usually thinks about advertising when they think about marketing, so the first thing that I'm going to go into is advertising and different careers in advertising that you can have. So basically,
Now, I know you probably can't read this next slide at the back, or probably not at the front either, but I really like this slide.
In 1930, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the, anyone? The Great Depression, passed the, anyone? A tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act, which anyone raised or lowered? Raised tariffs in an effort to collect more revenue for the federal government. Did it work? Anyone? Anyone know the effects? It did not work, and the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression. Today, we have a similar debate over this. Anyone know what this is, class? Anyone? Anyone seen this before? The Laffer curve. Anyone know what this says? It says that at this point on the revenue curve, you will get exactly the same amount of revenue as at this point. This is very controversial. Does anyone know what Vice President Bush called this in 1980? Anyone? Something DOO economics. Voodoo economics. Vice President Bush called this in 1980? Anyone? Something DOO economics. Voodoo economics.
Classic stuff. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Right.
I think I'm never going to get bored with that clip as long as I live.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Randy, and this is Tara.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us today, where we will be showing you an alternative to those sometimes painfully boring student and teacher presentations.
Yes.
So Tara, I know that you're familiar with screencasting, with programs such as Camtasia Studio, which we're using today, in fact, to do this video. What about using web-based applications? Have you done that before? Or?
No, I haven't done anything like that.
Okay.
No.
I know you've done it for personal work. What about with your students? Have you done anything in class?
No, actually it never really occurred to me to do it with students.
Yeah.
It's a really good idea, but I never really thought of it.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's take a look at some examples of students and teachers around the world, how they're using screencasting. And also, I will show you an example of how my students used it a couple years ago. So let's go ahead and pause right now.
Okay, law of sines. Before we actually talk about the law of sines, I'm going to show you all how to get the area of a triangle using trigonometry. So let's say that I draw the height right here. I'm going to label this triangle A, B, See, now it's common convention to label the angles with capital letters and the sides with lowercase letters, and lowercase side A will always be opposite angle.
Hi, my name is Amber, and I have included 22 comments, 22 pictures, and 13 links on my Excel map. The first comment I'd like to show you comes from Chapter 1. It is V is for volcano, and Mount St. Helens is the volcano I chose. It is important because it blew up in 1980, and it killed a lot of people. It is interesting to know that Mount St. Helens is still alive. It's just dormant right now. I included to make this comment come alive a YouTube video of the eruption, and this is it right here.
This video is about match between two famous countries in the world. This match was between Brazil and Argentina on February 1918. Brazil is one of the big famous in the world. Argentina was also a very famous teams in the world. Are very important. There are many games. For example, play football, tennis, a variety of activities, Arab and interesting sport and golf.
Hi, welcome back. So Tara, what did you think about those videos?
Yeah, I thought they were really interesting. It was kind of cool to see a variety with the teachers using it, and then she in fifth or sixth grade.
She sounded young, did you? Maybe social studies class in the
Yeah,
U.S.
it was pretty cool. But then also to see students here, and what they seemed kind of low, but
Yeah, those were really level guys in the academic program 2 years ago. Very level, probably level 3. So they did it.
Yeah.
And so it was real fun, and they did the activities well.
yeah.
So let me go through how the web works.
Okay.
It's really easy. I think you'll be surprised. Okay, to get started, just take a look here at the top right-hand corner. You'll see that I'm logged in.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and click Log Out.
Okay.
Now, this is the page that you'll see before you sign up as a member. So we'll click Login now.
Okay.
And over here on the right side, you'll see Register. You'll need to fill that form in. Click Register. The
Okay.
website will send you a confirmation email,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll be able to start using the site.
So can I use any email?
Yeah, your work email, personal email, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Then once you're registered, you've got your confirmation email, then you,
Yeah.
from then on, you just simply go to Login.
Mhm.
I'll click Remember Me this time to make it easier, and then we click Login. All right, now we're all set. Again, if you see up here in the top right-hand corner, I know that I'm signed up because I see my email.
Sure.
Now, you could actually start a recording without logging in,
Mm-hmm.
but it's best to just go ahead and set up the website first, set
Yeah.
up your account first.
Okay.
So now that we're logged in, let's click Start Recording.
Could I record and then set up an account after that?
You can, but you're not able to save the video,
I see.
so you might as well just register from the very beginning.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, when you click Start Recording, you'll see that the screen recorder is loading.
Mm-hmm.
That'll take a minute. By the way, you may get a message about a Java applet.
Mhm.
In order to run this recording device, you need to have Java applet installed.
Okay.
If you get that message, just follow through the dialog messages and install it, and then this should run. Now, the first thing you'll see is this dotted square on your
Mhm.
page. This is actually the recording area. This is what is actually recorded in the video from your desktop.
Mm.
Now, you can drag this around manually if you like. You just grab hold of it, and you can pull around the screen like that. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And also, if you grab hold of the corners or on the side, you'll get a little double-sided arrow. Again, you can resize that manually by pushing and pulling. Yeah, there you go. Great. Now, if you look down here on the toolbar, you'll see a little drop. For example, let's drop down that again. If you want to do full screen, again, you would just click full screen. There you go. Your toolbar is in the middle.
I see.
The other thing is you'll see a little camera icon here. If you click on that, if you have a camera installed on your laptop, you'll get that'll be indicated there. So
Mhm.
this laptop has built-in camera. If you don't, it won't show anything.
Sure.
So that's an option. You can have a video in the picture if you'd like to, but we won't turn it on this time.
Okay.
All right. So all we have to do, you'll see at the bottom of the toolbar here, a small red dot. That's the start button. So let's go ahead and click that now. All right. You'll see we're getting a countdown. Notice also that we got the message Alt plus P. If you press Alt plus P on your keyboard, you can pause the video at any time. Okay. Or of course, you can pause it right here just using the pause button.
Yeah.
Now, we've got a couple tabs open here. Let's just go ahead and click through those tabs. This will show the action on our screen. We have Google, Zayed University, okay, Facebook page. All right, I think that's enough for a test. You see at the bottom here, we've got about 30 seconds now. Let's go ahead and click pause. All right. Now, at this point, you could play back to see what it sounded like. Let's go ahead and hit the play button here. Notice also that we got the message Alt plus P. I'm not sure how that sound is coming through. It's probably going to be distorted because we would actually need to switch microphones. But, so for the people who are watching, you may not be able to hear it, but that's our voice right now of the recording that we had just done. But you're probably not getting it very well because we would actually have to switch microphones.
Yeah.
Now let's say at this point we want to continue with the video.
Okay.
All we would have to do is go back to the play button, click play again. Okay, now it says, do you want to truncate to recording position 12.4 or continue recording at the end? Truncate would mean that it would start where we left it from the playback. We don't want to do that because we would lose a portion of our recording. So we'll click continue at the end.
But if we were editing, then that would be...
If you were editing, yeah, then you would just move at the slide bar. We can do that now, for example. Let's say that we don't like anything after 12.4 seconds. We want to just do that again.
Yeah.
So we'll click truncate to position 12.4.
Okay.
All right, and now you see we're at 12 seconds. We got the countdown again. We'll click through a couple tabs. All right, just as an example, we'll go back again now. We'll hit pause. Yeah, so now you see we were up to almost 22 seconds where we've added a bit to the first recording. Now let's say that we're satisfied with this.
Okay.
We would, let's say we're completely unsatisfied with it. Then we could click restart and that would take us back to 0 and we'd start the process again.
See.
But let's say that we're content with this. Let's go ahead and click done. Okay, now this is a preview of the recording that we just did. If you click the play button over here on the left side, notice also that we got the message. You hear it again. Again, I'm not sure how well you're getting that audio, but we're hearing it very clearly, the video that we just recorded, of saving the video. The first one, and the one that I recommend, this ensures that you have a copy, is to save it to your own computer. So we just click the first icon here, Save to Video File. Now at the top here, you'll see a little drop down with a couple different format options. I suggest using the default, which is MP4. It's it runs a really nice quality playback and it's quite compressed. So I would keep that as a default, okay? And then again, I would go with the full-size default. If I click here on notes, now here I'm able to add notes. So for example, if I go down here to the play bar, if I move that, okay, I can see the seconds are changing over here. Now I could add a note on this recording if I wanted to. So I would just click in the box there. I would add some text and then I would click note. And there's my note. I could delete it as well if I wanted to. So that's kind of a nice feature. We'll scroll down a little bit more. And captions is another option. Go ahead and click on that. It's a bit of an advanced option. I would say at this point, it's nothing for you to really worry about. Once you get used to using the program, you can go back and play with it maybe later. So we'll click cancel on that right now. Again, options, we'll show the advanced options. Here you have a few options in terms of notes, mouse clicks, that type of thing. Let's keep the default settings for now. And we'll go ahead and click Save Video.
And this is saving on my computer?
Yes, this would save a copy onto your computer. So you would just give it a name, save it to a location, and then you'd have a copy. So let's say that we've already done that. We'll click Cancel for now. And up here on the top right, we'll click Back again. All right, this brings us back to our saving options. Now the second one here, let's click on that YouTube. Now this option allows you to save it directly to YouTube. you'll notice up here under title and description there are small red asterisks. That means that you need to put something in here. So you would need to give it some kind of title and you would need to give it some kind of description. Otherwise you'll get an error message. Okay, optionally you can also tag it. You can give a category, privacy settings, again, captions, options that we looked at before. Now the thing is here, you would have to have your own YouTube account set up prior to this. So if you don't have a YouTube account, you won't be able to use this option.
Right.
So, you know, the thing to do, of course, would be to go to YouTube, set up your own account, and then you could save it to YouTube. You would simply click upload to YouTube.
Okay.
All right, let's go back and take a look at the last option.
Mm-hmm.
That's saving to this website, which is screencast-o-matic.com.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I normally do. I normally save a copy to my computer, and I save a copy automatically to Screencast-o-matic as well. Let's go ahead and click that now, upload to Screencast-o-matic. Again, you'll see a similar menu that we got for YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Go into description. Again, we'll give it some kind of description.
Mm-hmm.
Let's scroll down. Again, you'll see all the sort of similar options that we had before. Go down to the bottom.
So I see that it saves the notes from when I put the notes into the save on my computer. It saves it.
Yes, exactly. And if you wanted to, you could add additional notes here,
Mm-hmm.
or you could delete the note that you have.
Okay.
Good, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so at the bottom here, you'll see that it's indicating that it's my Screencast-o-matic account. I can see my email there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would just go ahead and click upload. And I can see it now encoding. It should only take a moment. Of course, this will depend on the size of the video.
Mm-hmm.
The larger the size, the longer it takes, and of course your internet speed. So we're on broadband right now, and it's quite a short video, so as you can see, it's uploading quite quickly. There we are, we're done. Now, you'll get this link showing that you've saved a copy to the website. Let's go ahead and click on that link.
Okay.
There it is. That's our video.
again.
Let's go ahead and pause that right
Again.
now. Yeah. And if you scroll down a bit, you'll see the notes that we had added on 7 seconds. You'll see some other information, for example, links to send or embedding codes.
Mm-hmm. Embed, so like if I have my own website or class website, then
Yes.
I would just put that directly into it.
Yes, exactly. You would insert that link, and then it would appear as a window in your wiki or in your blog, which is kind of nice. It creates a little window of the application, whereas the link would just take you to the website.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Good.
That's convenient.
All right. Let's scroll back up to the top again. Now, if we click on the logo up here, the top left, the Screencast-o-matic logo, that'll take us back here at the main page. I know that I'm signed in up here at the top right. I can see my email. Now you'll see a link here that says My Screencast. Let's click on that. And you can see the one here that we've just done a moment ago. All right, now that we've saved our video the way that we want to, we've got a copy on our computer, we've got one on Screencasting and one on YouTube if you have an account. We can finish with this recording. You'll see there's a small icon there that says done with this recording.
Yeah.
Go ahead and click that.
Okay.
Now, you'll get a message here that says this will delete the recording on your computer. Are you sure you want to delete this? Now, this is important. If you say okay, that's it. You'll never be able to do anything with that video again.
Okay.
You won't be able to edit it or save it in another way. So you should make sure that you're satisfied with the copies that you've saved.
Right.
And then you'll say okay. So since we're satisfied now, let's go ahead and click okay.
Okay.
So we're done. What do you think about Screencast-o-matic, Tara?
Yeah, it looks really easy and good to use, I think. Yeah.
So it was easier than maybe you thought it was going to be, or?
Yeah, I mean, when you see it, it seems like it should be much more complicated, but actually going through it, it wasn't really, it seemed something like I could do or anybody could do, really.
Yes, I think it's a great website. Do you think this is something that you would use with your students, or?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they'll probably figure it out faster than I could, so I think it's a good activity for them.
Yes, maybe an alternative to those stand-up presentations. I think after a while, it's good to have something different.
Sure.
Now, what about creating content yourself?
Mm-hmm.
We saw the example of the geometry teacher.
Yeah.
Would you be tempted to do something like that, or?
I think it's something that I could do in the future. You know, it might be something where I might be a little bit shy at first, or I'd have to do some practice. But
Yes, yes. Sometimes you have to do a number of takes, as we've had to do making this. You joining today?